Department 080. Please note this is a special message from Q Branch. In the Pentagon, somewhere in the myriad of corridors you may, if you are lucky enough to get past the permanently guarded section, stumble upon an office with the above details printed on the door. Department 080 is the office that directly relays data from both Fort Meade and Camp Peary to other program locations in the USA and overseas. Guardian liaises between this office and his control situated at Fort Meade. No more than a handful of personnel are able to obtain a pass into this restricted area, having sufficiently high enough clearance levels. When telephoning, at the switchboard, try asking to be put through to someone in 080, wait for the one of a dozen standard replies. The sheds. The implants. Use of these devices. To constantly monitor the subject, biologically to monitor the subject 24 hours a day, worldwide to incapacitate the subject should circumstances require this action, temporarily or permanently. Under the guise of social manipulation, certain genetic experiments are undertaken in Lab L. These experiments are wide and diverse. Many are horrifying. A number of experiments are carried out on subjects without the use of any form of anesthetic. Files are kept on all guinea pigs, especially the researcher ones. Dethanol C will be administered to all guinea pigs. This is a drug filler, one which will be added to subjects under watch. Interfacing involves at times a subject being brought in. He or she is then strapped to the trip seat. The subject is then put through a painful ordeal using the phased, pulsed electromagnetic signals generated by the seat itself. The subject is wired direct. The subject is to all intents and purposes interfacing with the computer-controlled chair. Disclosure Level 3 will detail everything that happened in Lab 1, the sheds and the electronic areas of the base. There has been cases of memory loss, or time loss if the dethanol dose was missed. The project in the USA is controlled from a total of 5 separate locations. Central control is Guardian. Each of the following countries is actively engaged in the project. A number of other countries assist in the project in an unofficial and infrequent manner. The head of UK operations is Sentinel. In the past it was called Project Mannequin. Is a social control and manipulation project. Approximate half of the project is devoted to UFO research. UK operations began in 1967, with the help of Facebook and sites like YouTube. Project leaders can openly watch subjects. USA operations. Approximate number of civilian researchers being used by the project, 13,490. UK operations, approximate number of civilian researchers being used by the project, 390. These figures based on 1980 files. These being the civilians whom remain under full control. Security level Alpha Zulu required before lists can be obtained. Advanced surgical implantation set at 98% of assisting civilians. Advanced monitoring only set at 91%. NSA files set at 100%. Damage limitation in USA, green for 1970, 1977, 1980, 1991. Damage limitation in UK, green for 1977, 1978, 1984, 1993. Ratio of threat to USA operations, 14%. Ratio of threat to UK operations, 30%. Staff at 080 were responsible for the idea of using program guinea pigs as carriers for selected released information as part of the public indoctrination program. Certain researchers were given access to material for leakage into ufology's mainstream. This continues to this day. This year has seen much in the way of direct public UFO release, such as Sky TV's sightings, this files, which is now to be screened by BBC Two TV during this January, plus the occasional spot on Unsolved Mysteries, you can still find on Hulu. There were a number of chat and debate style programs, and we must not forget Sky TV's Intruders. And the big news release saying we think we're not alone. I thought I would take a moment, this video, and just give you a taste of the things that I could show you. Have we reached saturation point? Or are the controllers of the public indoctrination program whistling in the wind? Perhaps the general public have had enough of UFOs for 1 year. Will the next bring something new? A number of researchers worldwide have warned you of the possible fate awaiting the people of this planet. Possible or very probable is up to you, if your mind can accept it. 1 or 2 researchers have come right out with the nitty-gritty concerning man's ultimate fate on planet Earth. They have done this whilst facing hostile actions from fellow countrymen. Some have endured constant harassment, threats, some have had a more arduous time of it, being on the receiving end of arranged accidents. 1 or 2 got a bit too close for comfort and have to all intents and purposes disappeared. The New World Order, the One World Government, yep, we're having a Bush flashback, but get over it, it's real. And here, my friends, whatever you wish to term it will come about very soon. There are too many vested interests involved, too much at stake, to back down now. Certain things were put into operation many years ago and there is no stopping them. Would you prefer a threat from outer space to a real threat from your own governments? Or maybe the two are entwined? The plan to depopulate planet Earth is bang on target. On a cell wall, under a government facility in the middle of nowhere, something is scratched on the wall, a poem or warning called the controllers. Those in charge. Those that maintain the ultimate secret. Those that run the program. Those that hold files on all subversives. Those that will give the orders to round them up. Those that will make sure the holding pens are full. Those that will maim or kill for the agenda. Those that enjoy the genetic experimentation and engineering. Those that actually run the world. Those that are responsible for disinformation re-UFOs. Those that are responsible for the death of JFK. Those that call the tune as far as the media, religion, music, and the arts, social awareness indoctrination, medical and philosophical trends. Those that are working hand in hand with other life forms. The list is really endless, but meet your enemies and you just may survive a day longer than the rest. Stay paranoid, my friends.